All righty, here we are. Welcome to Sunday Night Live. I want to say hi to everybody. And hey, I want to say thanks a lot for joining us every Sunday. If you're new to the channel and new to our Sunday Night Lives, I want to say welcome. And everybody's going to be chatting in and saying hi in the comment section. And we welcome you to be a part of this 2.0 family. All right, well, I better do my 2.0, and that was for Darlene. That's the stroke side. All righty. Well, I want to say, boy, we got a lot to talk about, especially with that video the other night. I want to give you an update about George. Yeah, I'll do that in a second. And then where was I at this weekend? And what did I post this week? So I got my hair cut, I got my beard trimmed, and my eyebrows done. I got it all done. Well, not all, but from here up. All right. Well, I'm going to be doing a little bit of traveling. So next Sunday, I will be out in Colorado Springs, out at Stitches. So we're going to do our Sunday Night Live from out there, and we'll talk about that a little bit too. Oh boy, so much to talk about, and so little time, right? All right. Well, hey, Johnny D. Torres, and also Mary, but you were first. I see that back at 5:05. That is awesome. Welcome, welcome. You know, maybe if I go from Colorado, maybe I'll see how far it is to get out to where you're at. I got to talk to Miss 2.0 about that one first. All right. Well, then we got Mike in here. So, hey, Mike Wiley, looking forward to it. Hey, there's Mario. And then we got Gene. So, Gene, you're probably off here by now, but I want to say happy birthday to your daughter. I hope you have a great time at the birthday party and celebrate with her her birth date. Yes. All righty, Gene. And then, hey, Elric the Blackheart. Hey, brother, how you doing? Hello, everyone. Hey, Jeff, all the way from Gaithersburg, Tennessee. Well, that's not where you live. Hopefully you're, maybe you're doing your trip this week. Yeah. Hopefully. And then I do adventures present. Hi, family. And I want to give a quick shout out to North Carolina hammock hangers. That's Woolly Swamp. I saw. So this weekend I was at Maha, and so got home today, got things ready. So you've probably already seen that thumbnail. So that's scheduled for Thursday night. So that's going to be the next video that comes out. So spent the time down there at Maha, and what state park was that? Caledonia State Park. Had a great time. Really a really cool time. Oh, and I won something on the raffle. So you guys might know Syntax 77. If you don't know, go check his channel out. So he was one of the he had donated this to for the raffle, and he always goes, "It's cheeseburger time" at the end of his videos. His video was one of the very first ones that I ever watched on YouTube. Yeah, because I was searching the Peralta Trail, and him and his wife flew out to Arizona, did the Peralta Trail, because Lisa and I hiked up just the Peralta Trail and back. And so he popped up on my feed several years back, and I subscribed to his channel and stuff, but he's Philadelphia, I believe. And so I won a mug. Oh, I'm going to spoil it. Spoil the video coming up. But yeah, hey, Joseph Kelly, how are you doing? Hello, Tony and Stitch and everyone. There's Dixie Cup. Hi, Dixie Cup. How are you doing? It's glad to see you in here. And you're always in here, which is if you're new to the channel, you're going to see some familiar names every week. And I want to thank y'all for joining the in and being such a great support in the comments to one another. Yeah. So, hey, Joseph, how are you doing? He's saying hi to Dixie Cup. Let's see. There's Robert Bell. We got DJ Magic Man. How are you doing, brother? Yes. And if you guys see that little thing next to their name, that little icon, I don't know what you call that. Icon? Something like that. So that is because all those that you see on there, they're part of the membership, which is the join thing. And a lot of those were gifted by different people on here. And Yeah, let's see. Hey, Darlene, how are you doing? Let's get this party started. Hi, everyone. Time to party. Hope you're feeling better, sis. And uh, yeah, hopefully we'll get a chance to talk while I'm driving. Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Hello, everyone. Hey, there's Homeless Santa. Ooh, what do you see? Homeless Santa's in the thumbnail. All right, that's my carnivore brother. So, oops, forgot to switch accounts. There you go. So that's Matt. Um, I don't know if you saw the thumbnail yet, Matt, but I just put it up earlier this evening and scheduled it for Thursday. But so I've got the Maha logo, the flag that they had with everybody that donated things, but it actually didn't have everybody's name on it that had donated for the raffle, but it had a lot of them. Yeah, that's going to be a fun video. Yeah, it is. I'm not going to give anything away. You guys got to watch it. I think you're going to enjoy it. Yeah. Hey, Randy, how are you doing? And there's Chuck. Hey, Chuck. All right. Woo, Darlene is here. Yeah. Yes, let's see. Let's see. Oh, Kyle. So, oh, D Flint, new member. Well, you're awesome. Welcome to it's called the 2.0 crew. So I do little videos, and post them every once in a while, give updates and things like that. So I plan to even post a little bit more, just throughout it, but you can go back and look at a lot of stuff that I have as that. But yeah, thank you so much for becoming a 2.0 crew. Welcome to the crew. All right, so let's see. We got greetings here. That's where I was at, Kyle. So let's see. Oh, we got a. Oh, I'm going to get when I come down to that, but I saw one thing pop up on there, and I think it's stuck here. Yes, I saw the preview. Looks forward to yeah, seeing it. Yeah. Oh, I got to stop looking at both places. Yeah, but as y'all know, Kyle being in here, and we talked about it on the live a couple Sundays ago, that he is sold his house, bought a camper, and it's a pull behind camper. And I said, when you get to PA, because he was about 2.5 weeks, he left, got all set up and started coming down and doing his traveling. And I said, when you get to PA, let me know where you're at if you're going to be in PA, and I'll come out and see you. So I went out. He said the 11th and 12th. So that was Thursday. He said it'd be good if you come out on the 12th. So I did, got up early in the morning and drove out, and got to hang out with Kyle for a couple hours at a KO campground in near State College, Pennsylvania. So we hung out for a while. He sent me a picture of the sticker that he's got close to his, right above the license plate of the camera. So he's got one of those stickers. But we took a picture together, and I asked him if he would post it on our Facebook, which is the Facebook family page. So it's Random Adventures 2.0 family. So if you're not on Facebook, or if you are on Facebook, go over there and check out pictures, because that's the place that a lot of you guys can, if you go out and do adventures, go out and post your stuff on there as well. Yeah. So Kyle, it was great seeing you, and I know you're already moved on. From when we saw each other on Thursday. I believe you were heading out Friday. And but another thing too, I know Kyle, you and I were talking, like, when's the RV show in Hershey? Well, it was actually this weekend. It is still going on, I think, for a couple days, but you were heading west. Happy travels. And I'll tell you what, he's got a beautiful little, well, not real little, but it's a pull behind camper. Really awesome. Yeah. Hey, Carl, how are you doing? Hello, Tony. Say happy birthday, Kathy Simpson. Well, happy birthday, Kathy Simpson. All right. We got a lot of birthdays in the house. All righty. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Oh, that was 7:59 right before I came on. All righty. Yeah. Salutations. Hey, there's Mike. Hey, brother Mike, how you doing? Oh, Mike, you got to come to one of these hammock hangs sometime. I think you'd have a great time as well. Yeah, you would enjoy it. And not only that, but when I say a hammock hang, You know, a lot of people do have hammocks, but a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but if you don't have a hammock, you can still come, especially if you want to learn about hammocking, see different setups. There's tons and tons. I would probably, if I went through and looked at everybody's setup or just what's out there and different things, oh my goodness, I would could make a week-long video. There's so much to look at. But the format of this video of Maha, you know, it's my third. Let's see, did HangCon and then spring and then the fall Maha, and then Woolly Swamp, North Carolina. So my fourth hang, and I'll tell you what, the videos are getting different as we go along. Oh, thank you for the visit. Ah, Kyle, thank you for that super chat. Yeah, thank you. And you're the real deal. Oh, well, God bless you, brother. We had so much fun together, just sitting and getting to know one another. And you know, if you're ever coming through PA and you're not from Pennsylvania or you're close by, you know, you ever want to reach out, I want to do a meetup sometime, and I know I'd really like to do that. Hopefully we can do that at some point. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, Mike. So I was saying about hammock hangs. You don't necessarily have to be a hammocker to go to it. Like if you're just interested in finding out more, because Bill, about 2 years ago, well, you're going to see that in the video, but he's never hammocked before until about 2 years ago. He got interested in, you know, I met him at Sheets, and then that was about 2 years ago. He was a subscriber to the channel and watching stuff. And you're about, what was that? Maybe towards last fall, or maybe it was in the spring. I don't remember. But he had gotten a hammock and a tarp and wasn't sure how to get it all set up. So I drove a couple hours and he drove a couple hours, and then we met in the middle. I showed him how to set it up for a couple hours, and then he ended up getting a little bit more gear. Well, maybe quite a bit more gear. And he knew we were doing the hang down there, and it was late last week. He says, you know, I think I'm going to get a day off and make a weekend of it. And sure enough, he came down and got his hammock set up. So you'll see him in the video as well. Let's see. Hey, Rick, how are you doing? Hey, Tony. Yeah. All righty. And then there's the other Rick. What's up, Tony and everyone? And let's see. Way to go, Tony. WTG. I'm guessing that's way to go. Yeah. All right. Hey, Leonard, how you doing? Been in the upper 90s rest this week through Saturday. Oh, that's great. Leonard always gives us a weather update. I forget. I think it was, it got down to 50, right around 55 this weekend. But we had beautiful weather for that hang. Yeah, great seeing you too, brother. Yeah. I see Homeless Santa at hang events. First time I ever met him or saw him was down at the Florida Hang Con back in January. Yeah, great time. Hey, Rick, how are you doing? Yep, the Oregon boy. Hey, buddy, or hi, buddy. Yep, Redneck City boys. How you doing? Already, Johnny on the spot. Yeah, and then the Wolfhound. Oh, hey, welcome. How y'all doing? Very good. Let's see. And then Eric. Hey, Eric, from Anthony. From Albany, New York area. All righty. Yeah, great, Eric. Yeah, Albany's a beautiful area. You're really getting into that Lake Champlain area up in that area. Yeah, beautiful up there. Your leaves got to be changing very soon, because I know ours are starting to change early this year. And a lot of that, it's on areas where there's a little bit of, if they're too close to a drop off or a cliff, they change very fast because of lack of water. Yeah, and Alabama here. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, there's Bill. How are you doing, Bill? Yeah. So Bill came down. He came down for the for the hang down there. So that's who I was just talking about. Hey, Foothills of Appalachia already. Howdy, folks. Howdy, Tony and Lisa. Hope you are having a great day. So I took Lisa a coffee. She's working tonight. So she was working all weekend, but I ran her a coffee out, and you guys got to see me take her a coffee. Somebody did comment. They said, hey, next time have Lisa on the camera a little bit more. But so where I went to at her work, I was being very cautious with not getting any people on the video because I wasn't planning on walking in, but I took her a coffee because she was very busy, but she ended up walking me out, but she didn't leave the building to come outside. But on the Osmo Pocket 3, it was focused on my face, and I didn't turn it off. I was, shining the window there, and you hear her go, Tony 2.0 out. So she had a lot of fun, and you guys got to find out what kind of coffee she likes. Yeah, but she changed it up on me because she's going more carnivore, more very, very low keto. So she's having fun with that, and she's telling me she's got. Well, when I saw her tonight, she's like, I got so much energy. This is great. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Alexis, how are you doing? Alexis Hudson. Me and my dad went on a camping trip the other day, and we watched your videos to pass the time. Well, that is awesome. Say hi to your dad for me, too. That's great that you guys went camping together. That is so awesome. Very, very awesome. Yeah. Hey, Sean's Adventures. How are you doing? Greetings, everyone. Let's see. Okay, Jeff. Just a short 4-day weekend with the wife. Awesome. Yes. And 5 states. Oh my goodness, that is great. Visited our granddaughter in North Carolina and finishing up the next couple of days in the Smokies. Beautiful. That is awesome. Yeah. Very, very cool. Hey, Tom's Outdoors. It was great meeting you at Maha. Awesome. It was great meeting you too. And thank you for this sticker. Absolutely. Yeah, I tried to get some stickers to as many people as I could. Yeah. I was, so getting down there on Friday. Oh, I don't want to talk about this video too much because the way, if you're new to this, the way that I do the Sunday Night Lives is I always talk about the video that we just had come out and what all went on that week leading up to the next video. So I don't want to say too much about it, but I had a great time. I really, really did. Oh man, I can't say enough about the Dutch and all the Dutch crew and the employees and just all the volunteers that make this weekend happen. And believe it or not, you could show up there, not know anybody, and next thing you know, you're like you were part of it for all your life. You've been to multiple. So I got a chance to see pork roll and just so many people. Again, it was great. Really, really good. Yeah. And anybody that's popping on here, like Tom's Outdoors and stuff with channels and stuff, if anybody wants to go check out other people's channels, when you see somebody's name in here and you think they've got a channel, maybe write it down, or, if you're taking a look, go check it out. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Gregory House. Hess, how are you doing, brother? Yeah, God bless you too. Hey, there's old and cracking dated. I'm not here. It's my cat. Absolutely. Hey, Ed, how are you doing? Any updates on George? So yes, I'm going to get to George here in about 2 seconds. I just want to keep saying hi to a couple more people. Hey, Brenda, Outdoor Happy. Brenda, how are you doing? Sis, and yep, there's DAV Expeditions. Hey, Tony. Once I get a little trips behind me, I'll be renewing my membership. Thanks, Stitch. Aw, yes, awesome. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Jeff. Hey, Chris. Yeah, and I do want to welcome two of the new members to the 2.0 crew. We got, I think I put this one up already, D Flint, and then DWT Lax, new members. Awesome. I'll flash you guys a couple times. Boop, 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 boop. Look at that. All right. Welcome to the 2.0 crew. Yes. Hey, Tony, how are you doing? Look, I see D Flint already got his insignia there, and his name's in green. All right. And just to let you guys know, I'm using that the funds from that as well to do the traveling and stuff like that, and it's really a blessing because I am getting ready to travel, so that's coming up in a couple days. Yes, it is. Yes, I saw the preview. There we go. There's Brian Todd. Hey, happy Sunday, y'all. All right, and welcome to the crew. Yes. I've been watching close. I've been watching close to the start. Well, awesome. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Hey, Annette, how are you doing? Hi, Tony and Stitch, and there's Jeff. All right, so I'm going to lock this in place, and let me give you an update on Stitch. I know near Eagles Mirror. Let's see. Possible Northern Lights sighting. What? From High Knob Overlook. Possible. Oh, very cool. Yeah. Okay. All right. So in that video, I mean, I'm going to go through a little bit of things that, that when you're in the moment, you don't realize a lot of things. But then when you look back, you see just things that normally you're in the moment, right? But then when you got time to reflect, you're like, wow, that was God's fingerprint all over that situation. So a real quick update on George. So George was in the hospital for 6 days. He came home on Wednesday, and I posted a picture just in the community tab because his wife was away, but she got back while I was in the midst of making that video. She got back, and then so I didn't go to the hospital that next day after we left him from the emergency room. She got back late that day on the second day. Then on the third day, I gone in to see him, and that's where I went to the parking garage from the video the week before. If it looked familiar, that was our garage camp. Yeah, just amazing that I was back there again for that. One good thing is I knew where to park, right, to go in and see George. So when I look back, there are so many things. All right, so when I did go in to see him, he wasn't. I said, "Oh, he's looking good." He wasn't back to his normal self, right? So he did when he got to the emergency room. There was 5 people working on him. Now, at the time, they did not share with us what was going on totally with his heart. So I found out even after I went in to see him, I didn't know completely what was transpiring. They didn't, even though we were in the emergency room with George when he was in the bed, we were seeing, and they were sharing with us all the numbers of the amount of CO2, his heart, what was going on with that. I mean, he was really, they were really concerned with that, his heart. Well, find out he was having a cardiac arrest. Now, not a heart attack, but a cardiac arrest. And basically, they said if he didn't get there, he wouldn't be here. So when I reflect back on where I decided to camp that night, so I was going to go to a different spot earlier on. And then I changed it up because once I dropped down into an area, I'm out of commission. Like Miss 2.0. See, I've got the 360 app, but I'm totally off grid when I go there. I can't call her, so I usually try to message her like, "Hey, I decided where I'm going. I'm not going to be able to talk to you for till the next day when I get done and come out." So, but I did need I did go down into that area, and then I just didn't have a good feeling. Just when I start doing something, it's like if I don't feel right, I don't continue. I'm like, all right, why is this going? I'm just not feeling it. Well, even leading up to that, going camping all day, I just like, I don't know if I should be doing this. I don't know if I'm going to go camping. I want to, I need to. Just there was a lot going on that I needed to get that video done because I knew I was going to go to HangCon or not Hang. I always say HangCon, but to go to Maha, fall Maha, and I wanted to go out and see Kyle. I knew he was coming through PA, so I needed to get that video done the week before for that Thursday. So it was so I'm down there and I'm going, and what was so I ran into a guy and he goes, "Are you camping? Are you getting ready to go camping?" And he's a follower of the channel and he follows me and stuff. And he had just done well, I won't tell too much about it, but he was looking in the woods and he has a bike, and he was just rode his bike for like 8 miles, and he was standing there. He was looking in the woods, and here I pull in right behind him, and there's a little facility like a pit toilet. So I went down there to use the pit toilet just right before I went deciding what I was going to do because I was really uneasy, and I see him. He's looking in the woods. I didn't recognize him at first, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he turned around. And he's like, "Oh my goodness, I was just thinking of you. I was looking up in the woods, wondering if you were there." And I said, "No, I'm not really sure, but I don't think I'm going to camp there. I might go to a different spot." He's like, "Oh man, I can't believe I saw you here," and that was kind of a little confirmation that maybe I shouldn't be at that spot, but I still wasn't settled. But I decided not to go down there. Now, the other place that I was going to, I've got a little bit more phone reception, but it's hit or miss. And that was the mountain pond. So I don't know if you saw the original video, but I've gone way back on the original video. That's got to be 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. It's just a little ecosystem. It's just a little pond up in the mountain. So anyhow, even getting all my stuff, hiking in, I'm really not feeling. I just felt very uneasy about doing this camp, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it, and I'm usually not like that. So I was like, what's going on? So I was just kind of going through the motions. I'm still happy and upbeat and things like that, but there was just something undermining what I was doing, and so I got all set up, and then I went and put the game cam out. Now, George, I was with the day before. He had we found a guy to make a truck cap for his truck like 3 months ago, and it was a damaged one, and they were going to take the windows out of it and put the new windows in like a new frame because the old one was really banged up, and the guy was going to do it for him for very low cost because most of the money's in the windows and stuff. So the 3rd was the day. September 3rd was the day that we had scheduled to go over and see him, day after Labor Day. So I took him over there, rode with him in the truck, and then I took him to breakfast. But I noticed he was using his inhaler a lot more than he normally does, and he was, anytime he walked somewhere, he would, just catch his breath. And he just said, "Boy, I said, you're hitting that a lot more than you normally do, George." And he goes, "Yeah, it must be a change of weather or something." And so I didn't see him the next day because I was going to go camping, and I usually don't see him when I go camping. it's usually that's not the day I see him and have coffee with him, but try to have coffee with him a couple times a week. And so I got the game cam set up, and I came back to my hammock, and my phone, I had my phone in the hammock because I'm filming with the Osmo Pocket 3. Thank you, Mary and Johnny D. Torres. The thing is awesome. And so I decided to pick my phone up and just see if I had reception. And I had 2 missed calls, one at 4:58 and one at 4:59. Now, at this time, it was already 6:30. All right. So we're talking, an hour and a half. And I saw it was from George. Now, George never calls me if he knows I'm camping. Just doesn't call. He really rarely ever calls me unless he's wondering if I'm coming for coffee, and that's in the morning around 10 or 11 o'clock. So I was like, oh, what's that? And I saw that I had 2 messages, but rather than listening to the message, I just dialed him back. And fortunately, and what's weird is those 2 missed calls weren't there when I got into setting up, so they weren't there, and I was in the process of filming. But when I looked the second time, they were there. So I called him, and he must have taken a deep breath and said, "Tony," well, he didn't say it like that. He says, "Tony, take me to the VA. Could take me to the VA?" And I was like, the VA was an hour and 20 minutes away from where I was at. And I was like, George, I'm camping right now, but yeah, I can take you. What's going on? He says, I'm having trouble breathing. And he says, can you be here by 7? And I said, yes, let me break my stuff down and get there. Now, how I know that it was that some of God's fingerprint on it is I broke camp down in, it's less than 10 minutes. I know I said 10 minutes in the thing, but it's less than 10 minutes. And I just broke down camp at Maha, and it took me way longer than 10 minutes. It takes me usually about 20 minutes, maybe 25 sometime. But that new Soul gear, I couldn't remember the name of it, but that was the name of it, that split ridge system. Man, I broke down camp fast with that, but it was probably the adrenaline too. And I was thinking, should I leave my stuff here? But I didn't know if I was going to be coming back. So I threw that in real fast and I hiked on out of there, which was tough, with the stroke and stuff like that. I am not good going down hills or up hills. And if you were at Maha, you saw me when you see me in person, you can see that I struggle a lot more than in a video, because I can edit in a video and you're seeing real small clips. So besides the point, but I got into the car and I left immediately, and I was about 10 minutes away from his house. And when I got there, I knew that when I got there, I quick called him, and he answered, and he said, Tony, can you help me? And he doesn't normally need help. Usually he would be waiting outside with a walker or something, especially if I take him to the VA. He brings oxygen and stuff, and has a walker chair that we throw in the back of the car because when he walks further. And he said, can you help me? And I thought he meant come in and help me get out with my stuff. And I was like, yes. And I left the car running, and I went inside and I opened the door. As soon as I opened the door, he's sitting on a little fold-out chair next to his desk. And he's leaned over and the oxygen is there. His color was wasn't there. And he's struggling for breath. I've never seen him struggling that much to breathe. And as soon as I came in, he's like, Tony. And we talked about it today because I saw him today. He was telling the others there that he was holding on to my shoulder and my arm and stuff. And he said he could not breathe. And he's like, Tony, help me, help me. And I'm like, George, I can't get you to the VA. Can I take you to a local hospital? And how about the hospital? Being um, normally going to the VA, I mean, he knows so many people down at the VA. And I know um, he really likes the VA going there, but with because he's gone there all his life. But there was no way I could get him to the VA. I didn't even know if I could get him to the hospital, which was 20 some minutes away. So I said, George, I'm calling 911. And I called 911, and then I called Miss 2.0, and she came over right after the ambulance got there. And we decided we were going to follow him to the one hospital because they said, where do you want to go? He said, to that hospital. They're like, okay. So Miss 2.0 helped get him in and everything. And then we left and we headed to the hospital, and we got in the emergency room right behind a ambulance. But I kept looking in the rearview mirror like they should be right behind me or blowing past me. And they weren't. And I'm thinking there's no other shortcut to the hospital. They go a long way. And we saw one back in, and they go right into the emergency room area, and we have to check in. So we went in and went through the metal detectors and stuff like that. And then I went up to the window and I said, hey, George, he just came in. And she goes, well, I'm not sure. Let me go back. I don't have a name. And there was a paramedic out there waiting to get into the ambulance to go back with his partner. And he said, George, no, we brought so-and-so, like they said his first name. And he said, we didn't transport anybody here. And then so they called quick and said, no, they took him to the larger hospital. So they made that decision en route. So Miss 2.0 and I went and stopped, and I gave the update to the 2.0 crew while we were there halfway between, and then we went on. So when we got there, there was 5 people that were working on him, and we were, as soon as they were done, we were able to be in the room, and just oh my goodness, it was something else. But so here's some of the stuff that my thoughts. Okay, one, I had a terrible uneasy feeling about going camping. There was something that was just in the background, and I believe it was the Holy Spirit saying, "Be ready." Then the other thing is, I was going to a spot that I wouldn't have gotten his call for until the next day because I get no phone reception there. Yeah, goodness, there's so many different things. And, over the years, you learn to be sensitive to certain things, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And so getting there and seeing him, it's just, I wasn't sure. He's a good friend, and yeah, I'm just so thankful that the Lord was in it and prompted me to say, you know what, forget camp. I'm going to get there, and made it available that I could actually do that as well. And it's almost like, I had extra strength to get down off that mountain quickly and not fall or anything like that, because that would have been very easy to do, very easy. But we got there, and just the quickness of just everybody, the staff and everybody that got working on him. And so, like I said, he now he has an appointment. That was a long explanation for asking how's George, but he has an appointment at a medical center to a cardiologist. He does have an issue with his valve that's putting fluid. And also, that's why he was backing up with CO2, carbon dioxide. He can't get rid of it. It's very, very hard. So he's getting forced oxygen and things like that. So he is doing better. but he can do a lot better, so there's going to be some things coming up, and I'll be keeping y'all up to date on George, different things. But I know that, and I know I said this in the video. I said, this isn't a typical camping video. At the point that I was, that I even said, as I was right before I broke down camp, I said, this is a video, but I don't even know if you're even going to see this. It's not a video. But then I it just the way it all came together. And I'm so glad that y'all came along with that journey and got to see how George did. And boy, the game cam. So I had, when I had the game cam out in the past, you remember we turned on the side sensors so we would get more sensors on it. Well, there was a setting for high, medium, or low sensitivity. I had it on high and like 5 minute videos. So I changed those settings. I did set the game cam out at Maha this weekend. Went about 20 yards on the other side of where most of the festivities happened and where nobody would really walk. I found a little spot and little trail. And did we get some? Oh, you're going to have to check it out on Thursday. Yeah. All right. So let me get back to the comments here. Let's see. Let's see. Where was I at? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there's where I was at. There's Kyle. Thank you so much for that super chat, Kyle. Hope you're having a safe travel. And like I said, I think it's either today or maybe tomorrow. The RV show, the big RV show in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Huge RV show. Yeah. Cure for Parkinson's. How are you doing? Welcome back. Yes. And let's see. On a Subaru, your thumbnail could be on a Subaru brochure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I do StreamYard, they change something because you know how I usually for my lives will post a thumbnail with me pointing to whatever video of the week, and I say a couple things on it. 3 weeks ago, it stopped letting me do that. It says it won't let me. And even when I go into YouTube and try to upload that thumbnail, it won't let me upload it until after the video is up and posted. So like tonight, I'll change it once we're done. It'll get posted. Yeah. But yeah, that's the normal one that I have in StreamYard. So anytime I go live, it'll post that. That was out in Arizona. Yeah. Oh, Arizona having a lot of fires. And right now so if you go back into the travel videos that I had some time back, when I traveled across America, when I was in Arizona and I slept out in the desert past Tortilla Flats. And I think there's the one video where I go looking for a couple spots out towards that area. That's on fire right now. Right where I camped is on fire. Huge fire out in that area in Arizona. So yeah, that's a shame. I just got an update on that right before I went live. Yeah. Hey, Robert, how are you doing? Smithfield, North Carolina. Hey, Sherbert. Is that how you pronounce that? Hi from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Awesome. Yeah, we're not too far away. Hey, there's John. Welcome, John. How's it going, brother? Very good. Hey, Robert, how are you doing? Kingdom blessings, Tony. Great to see your friend doing better. I like the way you packed up immediately upon receiving the call. Yeah. It all worked out perfect. And like I said, I give all glory and praise to the Lord. And like I said, he was in control, and I was just being obedient to the Spirit, and definitely I can see so many things that I can attribute to that, but that was the Lord working through me. Yeah. Hit that thumbs up, everyone. Yeah, I'm behind, aren't I? Oh my goodness, I'm very behind. Hey, Chuck, how you doing? Hey, there's Freddie Moss, brother. Let's see. Let's see, John. Do you have a lot of winter camping? Do you have a lot of winter camping? All right, so 3 question marks in front of a question so that they pop out to me. What, Anthony Price? What, brother? Thank you so much, Anthony. Yeah, I hope everyone is doing well, and God bless you all. Can someone match my super chat? Well, I'm going to use that for gas money. Yes, I am, because I'm going to getting ready to tell you where I'm going. Well, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going out to see Stitch out in Colorado Springs, but I'm going to take multiple days to get out there. I'm going to go stop at Dayton and see my son because that's about an 8-hour drive. I'm going to break it up to a couple days, but next Sunday I arrive in Colorado Springs. And then also, yeah, pray for my sister. My sister, she's I call her my sister, which she is my sister, but she's my half sister. So my dad remarried after my parents got divorced when I was very young. And my dad and stepmom had a child, Lauren. So Lauren had gotten leukemia a couple years ago, and she's been doing treatment for that. And I just got notified she's home on hospice. So if you can please pray for her. I'm planning on moving my leaving date up by a day, or I might leave as early as Tuesday morning. I've got to go get the Subaru oil changed tomorrow morning. I've got to finish packing, and then I'm on the road because I'm going to be going stop at my son's and then go from there the next morning to Illinois to see her. And then I'll be traveling after that, but I'm still working on the plans of it all and when and how I can leave as quickly as I can. So yes, please pray for my sister. Yeah. So super chat and help Tony 2.0 out. I'm hoping and pray George is doing well. Well, God bless you, Anthony. Thank you so much. And God bless all y'all for your prayers and continued support for the channel. Many, many, many blessings. You guys just bless me so much. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, okay. I had a question. Let's see. Hey, Tony, do you do a lot or any winter camping? Yes, I do. There is a thumbnail or playlist that I started that says winter camping, but I haven't put in all of my winter campings in there because I only did a couple winter campings that I put under that. I think there's only 2 videos, but I camp all winter long. They're just, I don't title them always winter camping. But yeah, we don't get a lot of snow, believe it or not, where I'm at. So I've got to get more snow, go to places that have more snow. So Fisher Outdoor Adventures, ? Tony, which ONEWIND hanging system did you get where everything snaps together? The one I got does not have snaps on the hammock. No, the snaps are not on the hammock. The snaps are on the underquilt and also the top quilt. So your top quilt and your underquilt from ONEWIND have the snaps on them. The hammock doesn't have the snaps on it, but I have the Airy 11-foot double hammock. That's the one that I have, and I think down in the description of every video you can see the ONEWIND logo in there, and I think I have a direct thing for some of that stuff, like a direct link, and there is a discount code R8 2.0 on a lot of stuff, a lot of different places that I have things like that. But you can also go into the Amazon storefront and also see things that I use that aren't maybe like, there's different sections like SUV camping, there's hammock camping, there's multiple different ones that are just related. Cooking, that if you can get it from Amazon, you'll see it on there. Oh, wait. So what's one of the new products that I've got to add to the list because I just found out about and just got it. So this is, I just got this in when I got back from Maha. I saw it laying there. So grass-fed beef pancreas. So that is also because being still what, Jeff? So you matched it. Awesome, Jeff. Thank you so much for that super chat as well. I'll match it, brother. Safe travels. Well, that is going to be a blessing. So yeah, let's see. So $50, just to give you an idea, on the Subaru is very good on fuel. And I get roughly on a fuel tank, right? I just filled it up. It was gas right now is $3.19 a gallon. I don't know where you're at, but it's $3.19 at Walmart. So I just filled up $53, and I believe I got to make sure it's still what I get, but around 340, 360 miles to a tank. So it's going to get me pretty close. And where my sister is, that is, I just 300 or 860 some miles to get to where she's at. So yeah, thank you guys so much for that, Jeff. And also Anthony, thank you. What a blessing. Definitely going to be using that for the upcoming travels. Yes. So, where am I at? There we go, Joey in the wild. Hey, Joey. Hey, Tony. Hello, outdoor people. Yes. All righty. So, help. Double L. 211. Not trees and vine plants are really drying here. So is our grass. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of the vines and stuff like that change color very, very soon. That's some of the stuff that's first to get changed in the oh, I just looked over here and saw this. I'm bouncing back and forth. I'm sorry. But yeah. So first things to change in the fall will be that get a drink of water. Stay hydrated. Yeah. So why am I taking the pancreas? So even on the storefront, any kind of things that I take, being carnivore, I made a carnivore tab and I just put that stuff on there. Like I've got some grass-fed beef liver because I'm getting a lot of things from that as well. Vitamin D, K2 drops, all that stuff's in there, and I've got to add this to it. But because I had type 2 diabetes, I'm still overcoming little bit of insulin resistance. And I just watching it was Dr. Ken Berry, I believe. I forget who it was, but I was watching that and very good. So, but I'm not a doctor and I don't promote different things, but I wanted to just keep you guys up to date because some of y'all ask me, what do you take? Anything. So like I do take a liquid mineral, keto chow. That's all in there. If you ever want to see some of that stuff that I get, and I've got links in there in my Amazon storefront that if you're questioning, like, what does Tony use? Not just for carnivore, but that just came, but different things are in there, like cooking and there is a whole section on backpacking food that I would order from there, but a lot of that stuff I don't eat no more yet. All right. Well, anyhow, let's get back to this. Hey, Crispy Donut community. Alrighty. Yeah, we're going to talk one of these days. So Crispy Donut community, check them out. They've got knives. And if you guys are here from Northwest Wind, you will see he's got a knife from Crispy Donut Community, but they just really cool. Check him out. Yeah, and they contacted me about sending me a knife, and I was like, "Well, I'll definitely talk to you about that at some time because I've got an idea for a knife that I would like to, see." And there's a certain color scheme that I love, and I don't know if that would be something that they'd be able to do, or maybe make or something like that. That'd be really cool. So let's see, from Boone, North Carolina, live on live at the beach now. Oh, you got me. That is so cool. Yeah, hike with Mike. Awesome, awesome. Wow, you doing? What do we got there? Let's see. Hanging High Hammocks has the tarp with the snaps. Oh, cool. All right, $55. Yeah, Hanging High Hammocks. Uh, I do have a link for them as well. If you guys ever want to check that, that should be in the description too. But I didn't realize they had one hammock with snaps. Did not know that. That's great, Ed. Ed. Hey, Timothy Ryan. Let's see. Hey, Tony from Syracuse, New York. Just wanted to say hi and hope everything is well with you and your family. Oh, definitely doing good. Let's see. Small Town Adventures. Hey, I hope you're doing good. I made it for the first time in months. I know you haven't been on for quite a while. I was just thinking about you the other day. Yes, I was. Let's see. Red alert. Hit that button. Red alert. Yeah, I traded snow for hurricanes. Yeah, you did. Hey, Raz Tech, how are you doing? Good evening, Tony. Good evening, Raz. Awesome. Little off keel outdoors. Awesome. Hello, Tony and all. Let's see, everyone, listen to Dick's Cup or she'll come after you. Hit that like button. There you go. Uh-oh. Calm down, everyone. Just kidding. All right. Let's see. Holistic Patriots. There we go. Hey, Tony, and how are you doing? Coming in from OKC. Awesome. Let's see. Seems much better after a visit. Was he seemed much better? Yes. So there was being forced oxygen in. So he was getting that. And that was the critical care when I visited him. That's critical care. And right outside of his window, if you saw, I filmed the helicopter pad was right outside. So in the garage camp video, when I got out of the car, you could see a helicopter at night. I said, "Oh, there's a helicopter," but it was dark. You really couldn't see it that well. Coming in, I said it disappeared behind the building because there's a helicopter pad on another building. Little did I know, the very next week I would be back at that same place. And then while I was there, 2 helicopters came in. That's life flight. So definitely prayers for anyone being flown in. Yeah. So while I was there visiting him, 2 helicopters came flying in. One came in, it left, and then the other one left as I was leaving. Yeah. But yes, like I said, he went down to the VA the day after he got home. So he got home last Wednesday, and he took that picture. He stopped on the way. Boy, I was talking about this a long time ago, but when he left, he was coming home with his wife, and he called. We knew he was going to potentially get out on the 6th day or 7th day from the hospital. So I went and met Ed. And I had a text message that they were giving him one last IV because he has pneumonia. So they were giving him one last IV before they left him go, and then he was going to go to the VA the next day. So I got there, talking with Ed. We were going back and forth just about how it all worked out and how how he was doing, because he was getting messages from George's wife, and we were exchanging information about how it all went and just how thankful we were that George was doing better. And we get a call and said, "Hey, are you guys having coffee?" And we were. And he says, "I'm 7 minutes away, but I'm going to stop. My wife and I are going to stop on the way home. We want to see you." So then I took that picture of the three of us. And so Ed is on the one end and he's going two. I had George doing point, doing point, and then I'm doing O, and it was the three of us there. And his wife snapped the picture, and I posted that on the community page. That's what I was going to say. Go check out the community page, and you'll get to see George on there, and Ed as well. But just saw them again today. But like I said, George has got appointments to find out about getting surgery on his heart. There's a lot going on with him. He's a lot going on with George, as well as having COPD as well. Let's see. They gave me a shot. I'm not sure what that is. Jay's Real Talk. How are you doing? Hey, Tony, how are you, bro? I'm doing good. Sharp pain before I now. Let's see. Ready? I want to go down a little further because I think I got everybody here. No, I don't. Hey, KN. Welcome. How you doing, KN? Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Les Biker, how are you doing? Oh, hi, Tony. It was nice to meet you at Maha this past weekend. Great fun, great food, great people. Absolutely. I'll tell you what, I had such an awesome time. I really, really did. And then, I closed out the video, and then, it's. I wish I would have gotten a chance to say goodbye to more people, but it was great. The time that I spent there, and just got to see everyone. A lot of people that I've gotten to see over the years. I met. Was it? Oh, it's in the video. I don't want to say anything because you're gonna have to watch the video. But like I said, I've saw people that I met in North Carolina, that I met in Florida, just all over, just really, really great. And then I met in the spring when I was at Spring Maha. You're gonna have a lot of fun, I think, with this video. It's different. Now, I've talked about this before. Like when I go to events and things like that, it's so hard for me personally to film because when I'm filming and I go camping, it's usually just me. So, and when I went to HangCon, that was my first ever experience with a hammock hang, and that's going to the largest one in the United States. So that was my first experience, and we broke it down into 4 videos. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to video things like that, and I like the style that I just did this weekend. It's totally different than how the other hammock events, because there's so much information. There's so much that most people want to see, go to the events to see what people are using, things like that. I don't know that that would really, a lot of people that go to hammock hangs though too, are hanging out. They've been going for 11, 12 years going to hangs, and sometimes longer, and they know everything about hammocks. So I really wanted to capture the event and show the event in a way that if you've ever been thinking about ever doing one of these and just were like, oh, I don't know about these, and if I'd ever want to go, or I don't know anybody, and I wanted to capture the event in a way that kind of showed you an overview without getting into too much detail on hammocks, things like that, or gear and things like that, because that's something you'll find out when you get there. So, but really, I wanted to share the experience of just people coming together that some know things about hammocking and some don't know anything about hammocking. Oh, somebody won Shug's hat. Shug's hat. He donated a hat. Yeah. Oh, there was so much cool stuff. Yobo Gear donated a Yobo hive. So those were like $1,200, and they just blessed to donate that. And the first time I saw those, that's a hammock setup where you don't need any trees. And man, somebody was very, very fortunate to win that. I saw a tarp that I'd love to have won. And, you know, somebody bought tickets 2 spots in front of me, someone from the Booze Brothers that was collecting this stuff for the tickets. And that kind of threw me out some numbers because they bought some numbers right before me, and that pushed me out. And didn't the person before me get the number called, and that tarp was still there. It was one of Dutchware's tarps. I've never seen that camo design before, and I'm like, oh, if I get my number called, I want that. But I'm very happy with my mug, which is from Syntax 77, because even in the video you're going to see when I go down the table and I just show stuff, and I said, oh, there he sent a mug, and I said, man, I'm subscribed to his channel. I watch him, and I say that in the video, and sure enough, you can tell I won it, but that's not going to be a secret in the video, right? Yeah. Hey, South Florida, how are you doing? Random Adventures 2.0, better late than never. Oh, yep. I'm better late than never getting to your comment. I'm catching up, though, kind of. Let's see. Tony, that Osmos 3, really something. I see the difference with the videos. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you, Mary and Johnny D. Torres, for that beautiful gift. And if y'all don't know what the Osmo Pocket 3 is, oh, look at me getting up, walking around. But oh, check out the fire maple lantern. This is the other glass. This is the orange glass lantern. So I have 2 glasses. This is the one, but you're gonna see in the video I take that. Oh, wait till you see where I set it up at too. Oh, great spot. But the Osmo Pocket 3, this is a battery for the bottom. Oh, and I ordered a second battery because I've noticed when I'm out filming, and then I download off, it takes a little bit more than what was using in one, but I got a second one, just came in the other day. So I had both of them with me, which was really a blessing. But on the Osmo Pocket 3, so it's really changing some of the ways that I even video, because as you know, for 3 years, I always videoed with my phone. And you'll notice in that video from the week before, remember when I did the garage camp? Well, it was overcast, very overcast, but I got the setting right for that, and was able to change the setting, and because it was a little dark. And I even said that during that premiere. Someone asked, is it my TV or is this looking dark to anyone else? And then I said, no, it was overcast, and there was a setting that I think I needed to adjust. So I'm learning it, and I'm learning it more and more every video, and I'm learning some things that I can do and not do with it to kind of change stuff. Oh, and it's so cool. You're going to see, and if you guys were at that at Maha, you already see me behind the scenes, and I got it's a selfie stick, right? So you're going to think that Tony's got flying a drone and someone's flying a drone and looking down at me. But I got the selfie stick attached to my tripod. I put my tripod up as high as it go. I put this on top of the selfie stick. the selfie stick has a threaded thing like this does, right? And then I send that way up in the air, way up, and then, but I turn it on. I do that first, and then it'll turn on, and then it looking at me and it's tracking. So I do that, but I don't hit record, because then on the phone there's an app, and I can look at the app and then hit record, put the phone down, and then go do what I was doing. But because I can't hit record, or I didn't want to hit record, send it all the way up there and then not be able to do anything. But I've got it way up in the air and it's on tracking. So I'm down here and you're way up there, but it's following me. So almost like someone's doing following me with a drone. Really, really, like I said, I'm finding out new things that I can do with it and adding different perspectives, and having a lot of fun with it. A lot of fun. Yeah, I had it on the charger there. So yeah, great blessing, and I'm glad, Dixie, that you're noticing a difference in it. So in the George camp, the one that just happened, the one that was emergency, you should notice that it was kind of back to not as dark, because I got that setting fixed and different things. And isn't that pond beautiful? It's beautiful. And it's a whole small ecosystem right up there. It's not a very deep pond, but there's always water in it. Always water in it. And if you really want to go back and see a video, now it's back when I didn't camp, because I've only been hammock camping for a couple of years. So early on in the channel, I didn't. My very first hammock camp was at Centralia, Pennsylvania, at the town that was on fire, basically. So in the old coal mine, I camped in Centralia. But if you really want to see that mountain pond, or see like one of my first characters is, I started to say that in the video, but then I got sidetracked, squirrel. And but one of my earliest videos was, I have a Sawyer squeeze and a C-knock bag. And if you're an AT through hiker, or just a through hiker, or anything like that, or follow, you know what a Sawyer squeeze is. It's for filtering water. And I wanted to do a video, and I was trying to think, where can I go? And that's pretty much when I found that body of water. And I decided to go back out and do a video of the Sawyer squeeze. And I play a character, which is the guy who does not, the friend that comes along hiking with you that doesn't bring water, but they want to drink your water. Like, they go hiking, I'll go on a little hike, and they don't bring anything. So I always wanted to talk about the Sawyer squeeze, and well, anyhow, he's part of it. And I filter and I show the water. I show that pond where it's got tons of tadpoles and frogs, frog eggs, and I scoop the water up in that C-knock bag. And you can see it's brown and it's stuff floating in it. I mean, not brown, but it's definitely, you can see it. And then I filter it, and I talk about different things about the Sawyer squeeze, and then I drink it, and then I fill up a bottle. And then here comes the person that went hiking with me. And it's just, I'll let you in on a secret. It's just me with a flannel shirt. And yeah, that one starts out like water, and I'm clawing my way through. But anyhow, and then he gets all revived and stuff like that. And he's like, hey, I'll meet you back in the car, and takes off running. And I'm like, hey, wait, it's this way. And I'm like, he'll figure out. And he's running and stuff. And then I meet him back at near the car, and he's still running, and I'm sitting there waiting because I took a shortcut. And I hand him, he's like, oh, I'm thirsty again. And I hand him a bottle of water. And I was really playing, just, I think it's maybe around video 7, if you go way back to the very beginning. And I'm trying to figure out. I'm playing a lot with editing and just getting learning editing and like how can I throw a bottle of water and then be him and catch a bottle of water and me hand him a bottle of water and let me hand it to him and him take it. So a lot of things I was playing around with and learning how to do stuff and really, really great. Yeah. Yeah, that's an early video, and that's one of the first times you'll ever see me be a different character. I can't remember what character I was. I have to go back and watch it myself. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. If you wanted to see a vintage Random Adventures 2.0 video. Carl's got a question here. Tony just wanted to ask for prayers for Lamar. He has had 2 heart attacks and 2 strokes now, and it's caused dementia. I think he is 52 years old and needs prayer. Well, definitely, Carl, but definitely be praying for Lamar. And for all y'all may have seen it already in the comments, and I want to thank y'all for praying for Lamar as well, definitely. And thank you, Carl, for sharing that with me. No bugs while camping. You can always put on more clothes. There's only so much you can do. Take off in public before getting arrested. Right. Hey, bugs were not bad at all. I don't know if you experienced bugs, Selma Santa, down there. Mosquitoes, anything. I didn't notice a single one. But bugs don't like me, so that's a good thing. And I always joke around and say it's my blood type, AB positive. And people that are AB positive and there's bugs bother them, they're like, "Hey, why bugs bother me? I may be positive too." So I don't know, maybe mine's AB positive premium. Yeah, just kidding. Yeah. Yeah. Jeff, be careful of rattlesnakes on High Knob 25 years ago. They dumped 3 tons of rattlesnakes up there. Some environmental project. Yeah. Oh, definitely be careful. I have never seen or come across a rattlesnake. Never. Can anyone tell me how to join 2.0 Discord? Says Jay's Real Talk. How you doing, brother? So I'm sure someone's taking care of that because I'm way behind. I know KN can, and if Stitch was on, I don't know if Stitch is on here or not yet. But because I didn't get down there. Hey, Debbie Hills, God bless you, sis. All right, welcome. Hey, Debbie, I don't know if you saw that recently. Walter Zollner just put out that video of I guess it's down near Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. All the sunflowers. Walter's a good friend, and he does very cinematic videos. And I know Debbie and many others are subscribed to him, but he just put out a video going to those fields, beautiful sunflower fields. Oh, that is so cool. And I was watching him there and I'm thinking, oh, I wonder if I could camp in there. Yeah. Do a stealth camp in the sunflower fields. Yeah. All right. So hiya, Debbie. And thanks for being part of the 2.0 crew, Debbie. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Maybe. There we go. I think Anne's answering. YouTube keeps deleting my comment. Well, before I see them, let me send me a comment. Okay. That's it. Like I said, I know KM would get on it real quick. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, very scary about George. Absolutely, Dixie. Cup, yep. Oh, hey, Claude. I think that's how I pronounce it. Claude Null. He was definitely blessed. Oh, yeah. I'm so thankful he called me. He doesn't. Not many. I mean, he could have called 911, and when he called me, I didn't know how bad it was because I said I don't know if he, when he talked to me, like, he was sounded so much more composed than when I got there. But he told me, he says, no, for an hour and a half. That's why he called me. He was just everything he was doing, he just couldn't get breath, and yeah, and that was partly just due to the buildup of CO2 in his lungs. And Miss 2.0, what a trooper. She stayed in the room with me, and she was very, very concerned with George as well, and we stayed in the room. And I'll tell you what, there was times where we were like going out and say, hey, nurse, come in, this is not right, and they look and like say, oh my goodness, yeah, and they go out and get the breathing therapy. We're so thankful we were there and allowed in, because we're not family. Well, we are family, but we're not family. But yet we were allowed to be there in that emergency room with him for all that time, and really just blessed to be a part of that and help with his care. Let's see. Hey, Frank and Beans Band. Hey, Tony. You are a great friend. Anybody would be blessed to call you their friend. God bless. Well, God bless you too. And thank you. And just what a blessing. The Holy Spirit provided, Tony. Yeah. Yeah, that's truth. Definitely, definitely. Yeah. Hmm. Hey, Tony, how are you doing? Like that name. How you doing? Prayers for George. Thank you. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down and try to catch up a little bit more. Oh, I'm traveling to Dayton tomorrow on my way to Richmond, Ohio. Awesome. Thank you very much, Bill. Thank you, Darlene. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just getting down to these comments and stuff. Hey Tony, hey Steve, how are you doing? Hey Tony, sitting on the deck at our wilderness cabin, watching it grow dark. So quiet and peaceful here in the Ozarks. Yeah. Like I said, I got to get down there to see you guys. I'd love to visit that. I sure did. Sure would. Yeah. Let's see. What's oranges? That's what it's called. Black lung. Let's see. Hey, Sunny Dream. Prayers for you and your family. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Rise in places maybe. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, very small planet. And again, I want to say again, thank you so much, Anthony, and putting out a challenge. And then right after that, Jeff said, I'll match it, brother. Safe travels, Tony. Thank you so much, guys. There's sweet Lisa, 22. Oh, thank you so much, brother. Yeah, little thanks going on. Gas in New York is $3.45 a gallon. Yeah, did you guys notice it all of a sudden started dropping? Yeah. Hey, Paul Camps too. How are you doing? Good evening, Tony and the crew and crew. Riding with Brandon. Hello, everyone. What Texas? I got to go to Texas. $2.45 a gallon. Absolutely. That's great. Hey, David, how are you doing? Tony from Damascus, Virginia, finally found a stealth camper who gives Thanks to the Lord. Oh, absolutely. What a blessing. New to the channel. Love it. Well, welcome to the 2.0 family, and you're already a big part of it. And thank you all so much. God bless you, Tony, and your family. Well, thank you so much. And we got to give the praise where it goes, right? Absolutely. I know I can't. All good things come from the Lord. Absolutely. Po' Boy Adventures. Welcome, welcome. Hello from Kentucky. We can't have many adventures here due to the I-75 shooter. That's right. Yeah, they did catch him the last I heard. Pretty much limits our playgrounds. Yeah, that's ridiculous, everything that's going on. Plus the attempt today. 365. Wow. That's where I'm going. 299.99 is the highest is 365. Okay. Safe travels. Thank you, Debbie. Happy Slappy. I think that's Slapply. Sup. I'm doing good. I think that, yeah, it's a little slang word there. Sup. Oh, wow. Yeah, type 1. Hangs with raccoons. How you doing? What's up, peeps? Like, peace sign. Oh, Northeast Alabama. So now I'm getting gas prices. You guys have already seen it. I'm just seeing it just now. $2.69. Ooh. Maybe I might have to go down. Maybe I'll do this going out there. No, but I got to get out there by Sunday, because like I said, I'll be doing Sunday Night Live, Stitch and I. So the plan is I'm going to get out there, and for about 2 days, so we'll do our Sunday Night Live. We'll probably talk a little bit about what our plans are, and then we will be going from there. He wants me to get acclimated because I'm at about 564 feet above sea level, where I normally live, and Colorado Springs. He wants me to spend about 2 days at 7,000, and then we are going to go camping, hammocking, and we're looking at a really cool spot. Yeah, really cool spot. So I'm looking forward to that. And it's going to be around Pikes Peak. So we're planning on camping around 10,000 feet. And depending on how I'm affected by the transition, we'll either do a 1 night or a 2 night camp. If it's just a 1 night, he's got plans to come at lower altitude. I'm hoping to get up to the top of Pikes Peak, because if you all remember, last April, while I was out there, and I stopped on the trip across America to stay with Stitch, and him and I went to Garden of the Gods and different places. But I spent 5 days out there to kind of recover. He's like, "You're not going anywhere till you recover." But so I spent 5 days out there with him, and Miss Stitch, and oh man, I had a great time. We had a great time together. But we wanted to go up to Pikes Peak. He wanted to take me all the way to the top, and we kept watching the weather, and it was just closed because of all the snow. And we couldn't even get to a really cool spot that he said on the way up. If it was open, we would stop there too. Lightning something. It's on the way up, but he just told me the other day. He says, "Yeah, you'll have to get your donut at the top." I'm like, "I don't eat donuts anymore." Yeah. So, yeah, because we weren't able to go up, and we tried several times hoping it would open, but I had to get on the road before we got a chance, and it just didn't. It never opened back up again until later after I was gone. But I'm looking forward to getting up to the top there. So you're going to see multiple different videos. I'm not sure what kind of videos I'm going to be coming up. We're just going to wing it. Yeah. So I encourage you to come along on the trip. And if you're new to the channel, you never hit that notification bell, hit the notification bell, because you never want to miss an adventure. But I do a video every Thursday, and then every Sunday we got a Sunday Night Live, and then sometimes I'll throw stuff in like a Tuesday. If I do a review on something, it'll be on a different day rather than our slotted camping day. And oh my goodness, I don't know. It's been a long time. We've been doing a lot of videos on every Thursday, so it's been great. Great, great, great. Yeah, and I've always been blessed to be able to find something, even when I wasn't sure what to do. Always get inspired to be able to do something. Oklahoma, $2.57, 0.9 cents a gallon. I know, why do they always put the 0.9? Why don't I just round it down instead of up? That's supposed to make us think, oh, it's not 258. It's cheap. It's only 257.9. Yeah. All right. Hey, Kenny, how are you doing? Love watching your videos. Well, I love you watching them as well, Kenny. Yeah, thank you so much. What a blessing. Yeah, it is. Hangs with raccoons. What's your necklace of? Okay, so the necklace is of a mountaineer. I think that's what it's called, mountaineer. So you can see the climber there. So that's a carabiner around the outside, and then you've got a mountain and a mountaineer. That was a gift from Alpine Warrior, and on a meetup, it was the very first meetup I ever did at Cabela's, and he drove down from the Adirondack area and came to see me, and he brought this along with other stuff, but brought this, and we were sitting there in the parking lot late at night, and he says, "Got something for you," and he gave me this because he knew that I used to indoor climb. I always wanted to do it outside, but we never got a chance to because I had the stroke. But always wanted to get back climbing, and he says, wear this, so you never forget that passion of wanting to get back to it. And believe it or not, that's been over 2 years. Over 2 years. I haven't taken it off. And I did get to climb with Frank Sanders out. Now, Frank Sanders, Devil's Tower, he's taken people up Devil's Tower over 2,000 times. And I do a day with Frank, and we go to an indoor gym that he climbs at. 72 years old, up and down. Yep. Great, great, great. Yeah, so that's what the necklace is. And I didn't know where I knew he got it from Esty, I believe. And I wanted to get Miss 2.0. That's one of the reasons I never took it off, because she would put it on. I didn't want her to have it because I wouldn't get it back. And Hammock Mountain sent me an email and said, I found it, and sent me a picture and the link. I went on the link, and it is from Esty, and I ordered her one. She's got one too, and hers is climbing rope colors, green. Very, very cool. Yep, so she has one too. Yeah, I'm in between working like crazy, but planning on getting into the channel again. I'll shoot you a text sometime next week. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I hate hearing about divorces. Yeah, if you've never heard Lisa and I's testimony, go over to we're getting ready to celebrate. I think it's I can't remember. I think it's 37-year anniversary. We were married in October 2nd, 87. So 24, October 24, 37-year wedding anniversary. And if you've heard our testimony, if you haven't heard it, go over to Green Hubs, HUBS. And he did an interview with me, and he asked me a lot of questions, asked me about stealth camping, but he also asked me about my faith. And I shared my testimony with him on there about when Lisa and I came to know Christ. And that was back in August of 91. And it was after 3 years of our marriage. And yeah, really neat. But yeah, I'm just so sorry to hear that it is going through. Yeah, my prayers for you and your family. Hmm. Hey, Tom, how are you doing? Let's see. Tony, you're an inspiration and the most honest channel on YouTube. Well, thank you so much, Tom. Like I say, I always joke around and I say, you wouldn't say that in my BC days. And people will say, what's BC days? And I say, before Christ. You wouldn't say that. Yeah. I was a different person way back then. Yeah. I was a different person before my BC days. Yeah. 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 Camp in the middle of an lake island. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I can't swim no more. I go in circles because this arm doesn't go as fast as like this one. I'd be like, and I'd be going around to the right because I'd be swimming too fast on the one side. Hey, Skeeter, how you doing? So I went out. Skeeter's been going live fishing, and I went out and popped in on him on a live. Uh, when did I do that? It was this past week. Went out and showed up about 9 o'clock and stayed with him until he shut the live off. I think he goes live every day for quite a few catfishing, and so I was out there with him and his wife, Miss Skeeter, and wanted to show him my support and say hi. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm just looking for new people on here. Hey, hey, Jim, how are you doing? Las Vegas 81. Video good, 100% Atlanta. Uh, Jim Ross. Well, awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, definitely, Debbie. Debbie. Definitely pray as I am recovering from surgery. Yes, Debbie, and I hope your surgery is went good and you get a good recovery. And the Lord knows exactly what it is you need. And I just praise the Lord for answering and meeting your prayers, because by your lips, call upon the name of the Lord in day of trouble. And he, yeah. Awesome. So he hears and answers prayer. Let's see. Frank and Beans got a question. Frank and Beans Band. Have you ever heard of anyone hammock camping with a CPAP? I use one every night, but wonder if anyone has figured out how to do it with a CPAP. So when Stitch and I were down in HangCon, there was a couple right next to us that had a that was they had a Yobo Gear hive. They both had their hammocks in there, and they had a battery bank, like a big battery bank, like an EcoFlow or something like that. And he slept with a CPAP machine, hammock camping at HangCon. And several people, at Woolly Swamp, at the North Carolina Hammock Hangers, I met another guy that had a CPAP machine. So I'm going to say you probably can't carry a CPAP machine into, say, like a backpack would be too heavy to get one in. But if you can get some place where you can have a car close by to get your battery bank in, not too far, say a real small trip. A lot of state parks have dispersed camping sites where you can actually have the vehicle. They don't have electric, but they have the vehicle there. But say you want to go at even to a state park with a small site that has electric and some trees, you can, plug your CPAP machine into that as well. But yes, it does happen. And hopefully you will get to be able to figure that out and know somebody who knows more about it too. Yes. Yeah. So that will be cool, and I hope to hear that it went well, and you're able to do it. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hey, JBK, good to see you on. I got nervous when I saw the ambulance on your recent thumbnail. Yeah, so I was trying to think of what to do for a thumbnail. I didn't want to put any words too much on it, just the thing of emergency, and then show the little ambulance. And I don't want it to be clickbait. And that's why I didn't say, oh, I had an emergency. I didn't have any emergency, but I had an emergency call, and it was an emergency. And if it means that I got to do that a little bit to get someone to click on it and to get to experience that journey and know that testimony about George, then praise the Lord. But I don't do, and very, I don't like it clickbait, and hopefully people don't see it as clickbait. I will never say, "Oh, this happened to me" or "that happened to me," and you go on and find out. So very cautious. Like even like the one with the state police thumbnail. It just said unexpected visitor. I never expected him to come and find me. If he had been 10 minutes later, I would have had that steak cooking right in the middle of it. He'd have pulled up, smelled the steak, or I'd have thought he came because of the steak. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully y'all understand why I did that thumbnail. Yeah. But thank y'all very much for even having a concern and a worry. But didn't mean to cause y'all any um, undue stress of wondering if is Tony okay? They're gonna make me wait till the end of the week, to see. So thank y'all for the prayers and everything. Just like I said, what a blessing. 9:41. Wow, we got 68 people still watching. Sending prayers, Debbie. Absolutely. Dixie Cup and Darlene sending prayers to you, Debbie. Um, oh my goodness, sister passed away from cancer. She was 58. Yeah, my sister, like I said, has leukemia, and just found out she just came home on hospice. So that's part of my trip this week. Is to hoping to get through there to see her very quickly. Now she is a born again believer. So one of the good things just if y'all are believers, you'll know what I'm getting ready to say is that, this life is but a vapor, you know. So when you know that this life is but a vapor, if something were to happen before I can see my sister, I know that I will see her in the twinkling of an eye because I'm going to be still living in this life. And this life is but a vapor, just like I'm going to see my dad and her dad um, very, very soon, you know. Yeah. Debbie, my prayers for you too. For Nancy. Tony, uh, I looked at and none of the ONEWIND top quilts advertise the snap. They only show the one that goes into the poncho. Is this the one? Hmm. It's oh goodness. I I thought the top quilt that I have shown on there has it. I'm not sure. I would say if you're questioning, don't order it. But I know on the Amazon, it should be that one, but it's not the poncho. It's the top quilt. top quilt and bottom quilt. I think they even sell them as a set. Hopefully you found it. Great. Yeah, almost Santa. Yeah, good with CPAPs. Answering that so much. Thank you very much, Homeless Santa. I would be interested in learning how they do it. Yeah. Hey, Hammock Mountain. There you are. Uh, yeah. Good evening. Well, you came on almost 45 minutes ago. Sorry, buddy. I'm just getting to it. Yeah, syntax is great. Yeah, like I said, he's one of the first channels I ever watched because him and his wife hiked that Peralta Trail. Yeah. I messaged him, like, hey, I'm doing YouTube too. Maybe we can do a camp together sometime. Well, now I'll have to tease him and say I want his cup. Maybe he'll figure out who I am at that point. It's cheeseburger time. Yeah. If you watch his channel, you know what I just did. Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So we did that last Thursday. So the same night that you guys watched that video, I ran out there and then left for a hang con Maha the next morning. So I wanted to get Skeeter out there and see him. And I just come back from State College going out there and seeing Kyle. So yeah, it was a busy day. Plus packing a lot of stuff. Hey James, how are you doing? Let's see. There's Stitch. Stitch. I'm finally saying hi. Yeah, I'm coming to see you, brother. Let's see. A lot of people saying hi to Stitch. Okay. Um, I'm scrolling a little faster than normal, but we got a question. Your deer cam was probably being triggered by the tall grass blowing in the wind. Yeah, tall grass, and there was a little pine tree branches on that pine tree, and just at the angle because there was another pine tree. Because I set it back behind, and if you watch when I went around to place it, I walked around those little bushes, and I had it set at high sensitivity. But hey, did I get anything on this the other night on the Maha adventure? You're gonna find out. Yeah, because I did set it out. Hey Jay, Jay, thanks a lot for watching all the videos and doing so much comments and sharing with me so much history and things that you've experienced throughout your life of different areas that you're familiar with the videos. I really appreciate it, Jay. And if anybody's wondering, because I did so much on Thursday and that video came out, and then I got up early and I wanted to see George Friday morning. And then, believe it or not, at Maha, I'm filming. That was the whole weekend. So I got back, and for a lot of that, I didn't have any phone reception while I was out there. Miss 2.0 called me, and she got me once. We tried to talk several times, and I didn't have any reception. Yeah. But I wasn't able to get to a lot of comments. But I was reading some of them today, Jay. I'm saying goodnight. Oh, goodnight, Dixie Cup. I'm fighting a cold. Well, I hope you feel better. Hey, Muddy Waters Search and Rescue. I got so excited last night. I thought I saw you at Walmart in Kansas. Yeah, Leavenworth, Kansas. Oh, you never know. But no, I wasn't there. I wonder if I'm going through Kansas. I'm not sure. I got to look. Getting ready to leave, and I got to look at. I'm going to be going out 70 for a lot of it. Going out 70 for a lot of it. Yeah. Hey, Ellie. God bless you too. Oh, okay. You had to kill a mosquito on my forehead, but it wasn't biting. It was just inflamed. And then you were there. Yeah, it was a great, uh, beautiful weather for Maha. Really beautiful. Now, the year before, the fall when it rained, that was going to be my very first one I ever went to, but it was going to happen right before I headed to the Adirondacks to camp with Stitch and Alpine Warrior. And so it was going to be too close, and it would have been my first one. I was nervous about going to something like that for never having been to one before. So I decided not to go, and it rained. Yeah, it did. They call me 413. Love your content. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I know you're always double timing it there, Darlene. Aw. Hey, RJ Adventures, Tony 2.0. How are you doing? Thank you so much. Let's see. All right. Oh, that's awesome, Rick. Well, great. Yeah. Yeah, Rick's part of the 2.0 crew, so he got his password fixed, and I'm renewed my new membership, and he's part of the 2.0 crew, along with Hammock Mountain. And anybody you see with that Stitch, anybody you see with the little icon there, they're part of the 2.0 crew, which is the join member. And Stitch has gifted many that have gotten to get a part of it. And thank you so much, Stitch, for doing that. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome. Steve says, we've been married 46 years, but that was God sending me a wonderful partner. No credit to me at all. How about it, right? Yeah. Yeah. Definitely blessed. It's blessed to have a great wife. Very blessing. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, he catches some nice ones out there. Yeah, it's a catch and release. Yep. So, Darlene, put my email up there. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, so Miss 2.0, she was busy. And you guys got to see her. I took her to that coffee. So when I was leaving Georgia, I went, all right, we'll see you. See you. Let's go get the game cam. And 320 pictures and videos. Oh my goodness. Because that setting was off. Getting it dialed in though. Getting it dialed in. Oh, there's Green Hubs. We were just talking about you. I don't know if you were on when I was saying about anybody that doesn't know, go over and see Green Hubs. And if you want to know my testimony, he interviewed me. And we were going to try to do another interview at some point. Outside with Burner. How are you doing? Hey, Tony, glad you got home safe today. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I can't wait for everybody to see the that video coming up. Hang on. I've watched it multiple times. I like it. I like the flow of it. I like the content of it. I like the little bit different of a not normal format of it, because this is now, like I said, my fourth hammock event, and I'm getting the hang of it and finding out what I want to do and what I want to show. And I think I explained a little bit. Not kind of not. I don't know if I do or not. But we're going to talk about that next Sunday. And if you didn't already, go click on it early and say you want to be notified. Click on that video. It's up, and it'll notify you when it comes on. But if you can, think about it. Go on and give it a thumbs up already that you want to see it. You can help the algorithm push it out to get more people, and even share it. Share, if you're in here from Maha and we met, or even if you've never met, but you know about it, Maha, and we didn't get a chance to meet. Share it with folks. I did put it on the Maha site, on the Facebook Maha site. Hopefully people are clicking on it and going and say, yeah, notify me for Thursday. So I got to remember. So we're going to be live next Sunday from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and it'll be Stitch and I live from the living room of Stitch. He told me, he said, we're not going to have a fire in the fireplace this year because it was cold when I was there back in April. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't get cold and snow before I get there. Yeah, so I've got to remember that 8 o'clock is 6 o'clock there. So I got to remember to go on at 6 for 8, because 8 is Eastern, and I'm not going to be in Eastern. So I got to remember the time change as I'm going out through, because my phone will say 6 o'clock and I'm thinking, oh, I got 2 hours left before the live. No, I got to get it going for 8 o'clock. Hopefully I can figure all that out. Yes, life is but a vapor. Absolutely. Yeah, Burner, I did, because my I need to get the reception, and I actually okay, so after I close the video out, well, you know what, I'll talk about that next week or Thursday. Or maybe I should. So I slept at a Cracker Barrel at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I went to sleep at a Cracker Barrel. And yeah, because I needed to get home to get ready for the live. Also to edit the video, to finish editing the video. A lot of stuff going on. I wanted to see. Just had so much stuff to do, and I got to pack for this trip. Plus, my sister just came home and is from the hospital with leukemia and on hospice. So I've got to make arrangements to start heading out there as well. So yeah, and unfortunately, when I ended the video, when you see it ended, then I'm deciding what to do. And yeah. But yeah, and so I would have loved to have gotten to say goodbye to everybody. And Dean and his daughter, you guys going to meet them. They came down from Nova Scotia. Had a great time talking to him, and him and I wanted to get together a little bit more, but on Sunday. But like I said, I wasn't able to get back there to see him, only because it got dark and I couldn't walk back there as much. And I was a little concerned with tripping and falling over some things. Yeah, it's now. Now is registration. Yeah. Now open registration for a HangCon. Hopefully I get to see you, Hammock Mountain, at HangCon this year. I hope it's not too much to ask, but I am a Christian. What? Oh, I want to make sure I'm reading this right. I hope it isn't too much to ask, but I am a Christian believer. Would you be able to let us know your religious affiliation? My wife and I have been looking for a church, but haven't found one. Yeah, definitely pray about it. But I was a Christian Missionary Alliance. So when I was, Lisa and I, you're going to hear the testimony if you go over to Green Hubs. But I'm a born again believer. So yeah. Yeah, and I don't want to put out any, because you may not have a CMA near you, but let me tell you that not every church, no matter what denomination it is or anything, they're not the same. You got to pray and ask the Lord to lead you to the right place. And remember, I don't want to get too much into it. Give me an email, and because I'll share a lot of just different things with you that to help find a place. But the Lord will lead you to the right place. It is hard because it's a family, but remember, you you're going to plug into a body of Christ, a body of believers. Yes. Good night, Carl. So William's got a question. Well, Tony, this old man has to head to bed for work. I enjoyed hanging with you at Maha and your live. Good night, family. Yeah, good night, Bill. So that was his first ever hang. And like I said, he made it. Yeah, met some people down there and got introduced to it. And you're going to see that on the video because I interviewed him just for a couple minutes on there. But I look over different times. He's talking to new people, and it's a great experience. Any kind of a hammock hang is just your family, very, very much so. And you're gonna experience some of that on this video. I think you experienced a lot of that on this video because there became a theme while I was videoing, and I just went with the way that the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, was directing me to do things. And this time, and I just really appreciate just how it always comes together. It's not me. It's definitely not. So, hey, Tony Drew, how are you doing? Hey, Tony, have you considered buying a night vision lens? Could make for some fun content and pan around and see in the dark. I do have a set. So I did a video, one of my early videos. I have people all the time wanting me to do a review on night vision goggles and stuff like that. And I did a video, abandoned coal plant or coal bank. I don't remember, but I do show that. And Massey is the set, but I don't get it out much. I rarely take it with me, just because filming and stuff. I've thought about it. Yeah. So my pleasure, Tony. Thank you, Jay. I'll be praying for you, sister. Yes, Leonard says. Good night, William, says Steve. Yep. Hey, Brews and Bars. How's it? It is good. How's it with you? All righty. Yeah, I did make a couple videos. Yeah. Yeah, even when I went to a red deer farm on the outside of it to film when I did the review on the glasses. Yeah. Yeah, and that was early on in my YouTube channel, MDC. And a lot of time, like, I want to see animals. I don't want to see people, like, with the glasses. Yeah. I don't know. So, yeah, I've been thinking about stuff for years. Hey, Tony and everybody, says MDC. How you doing? Oh, what's going on? And just smash that button. I appreciate it, MDC. Keeping it funky as always. Awesome. Let's see. Good reminder. Let's see. Yeah, right, Drew. So yeah, that's the coal bank, I think it is. Thank you. That's true. Yep, you'll take care of it. I'm hoping you help me. Yeah, help me. Hey, Wrench. I found you last night. I enjoy your videos very much. You remind me of my grandpa. Oh, well, that is special. Yeah, no, thank you so much. And welcome to the 2.0 family. You got a lot of videos to watch. And like I said, definitely be a part of the 2.0 family. And hopefully you enjoy watching the lives from here on forward every Sunday, Lord willing. Yeah, yeah. Wonder how the trees feel about dozens of hammocks on on hanging from them. I know, right? So the hello from Canada, Jason. How you doing, Jason? So what a beautiful park! What a beautiful place to hang. Oh, and I always tell you what, I'm going around and I'm going, oh man, I'm going to get here early next year. I marked out a couple places that I'm going to get there and I'm going to hang there the next time I go. But I got to beat some people there because I'm sure if they get back to there in the same place, they're gonna want to be there too. And I'm gonna make sure I get there first. Yep, Jason. So thank you so much from Canada. Yes, yes, yes. Looking forward to your next video, says Mike. Would make a good cartoon. The trees talking to each other about the hammock hangers. Yeah, that would make a really cool animated cartoon. Yeah, hopefully they just don't walk away. And then, I had such a nice little swing going in my hammock. Uh, it wasn't really windy, at least where I was at, hanging. But the trees I was hanging on, it must have been a little windy up high. Big, big. I can't put my arms around the tree that I tied to. I can only get it halfway around, at least, at least halfway around with my arms. Yeah. Yes, decided to take I-70. Yeah. Yeah, Kyle. And like I said again, Kyle, I don't know if you did put our picture up on the Facebook family page, but hopefully you did. Yeah. It was great meeting Kyle. Definitely was. Yeah. All right. Well, we're over 2 hours. So 2 hours and 6 minutes. We're at 58 people watching. So I'm going to say, if you got a question, I'll post it. I posted it's waiting for approval. Well, shouldn't it shouldn't. I think I was just in there. I don't get in to it very often or know how. Sometimes maybe Darlene, if you're in there and can give approval to that. Uh, Hello from California. Yeah, I'm doing good, good, good. Yeah, California, California. I'm gonna sing. Don't want to get dinged, even though they wouldn't ding me for a copyright, especially if I'm singing. Yeah. We always protect trees. We always protect trees when we have to winch off our rocker out. Oh yeah, we're out of the ditch. Use the tree stop to protect the bark. Absolutely. Yeah, I was gonna say, Darlene, I did have a little shield this afternoon, and I didn't see it either. I did approve one today. Must just happened. But I every once in a while I go in and check. I don't check that often. And oh, Facebook. My goodness, I went on there and I shared the video a week ago about the garage. I was dinged. I couldn't even get into any groups for till September 12th. So I just got out of Facebook jail for posting my own video to a couple groups that I've always posted to. Yeah, so yeah, it wouldn't let me do nothing. Hi, everyone. Before you leave the chat, yes. All righty. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. I put some chicken thighs in the oven for Miss 2.0 when she gets home. Oh, it says it was declined. Did you just try again? It says my post was declined. Shouldn't be. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll have to take a look. Hey, Josh and Jen. Infate 2.0, right? Yeah. From Facebook. So I'll. Okay. Yeah, do that. Kyle. Yes, asking Kyle to repost it. I will check in a few minutes. All right. Great. Yeah, like I said, it was great, and yeah, it was something else getting out there to meet him. Yeah. Good night, Alric the Blackheart. Good night, brother. All right. So, like I said, I am going to be heading to bed. All right, Chuck. So, like I said, I'm going to be leaving. I'm not exactly. I got to be out there on the 22nd, but with everything going on, I am. I just talked to my son to let him know I might be coming early, and I'm gonna be making some other arrangements, checking on things, but I'm. Everything's up in the air. The Lord's in control, so I will see how it goes, and we'll be traveling. Like I said, I slept in a Cracker Barrel last night. Yeah, that's not in any video. I love Cracker Barrel, and I love sleeping in Cracker Barrel parking lots. But I pulled in there about 4:30 in the morning, and got my backpack moved over because I couldn't put my backpack in a certain spot, so I moved it over, and then I went crawled in the back, went bleep bleep, and it closed and locked. So, like I said, tomorrow I got to get my oil changed to head out. I don't know if I'm leaving Tuesday or on Wednesday morning yet. Yeah. Oh, and I'll talk more about stuff next Sunday. So make sure you tune in next Sunday. And I want to say goodnight to all the 2.0 crew. Thanks a lot, guys, for being a part of the 2.0 crew members. And good night, Mary and Johnny D. Torres. Really appreciate you guys. And I appreciate all of y'all in here for watching the videos and just being a part of the 2.0 family and sharing the videos and liking the videos, commenting on the videos, and just, oh, I met somebody last night at, his name is Riley. I don't know if he ever got on and checked things out, but I met Riley. What a super nice young man, going to Dickinson College in Carlisle. So, buddy, I hope you're doing good. What a super nice young man. Met him. Had a just it was, when you meet somebody, like it just happens. It does to me all the time, and I'm like, oh, I can feel the kindred spirit with that person immediately. So I say something to him and responded right away, and it was just neat. And then just the conversation led to a whole bunch of stuff, and I spent about 20 minutes, 30 minutes talking to him. And yeah, Riley, if you're watching, great job. You're a super awesome young man, and God bless your parents for raising such a great kid. Yep. And that you, as a young man, taking the initiative to go that extra mile. Yeah, I found that he was over in Germany. It was so cool. Yeah. All right. Well, that just came to my mind. Good night, everyone. We'll be here squirreling it all night. Yeah. Squirrel. Warning. All right. Well, good night, everyone. I love you all and appreciate each and every one of you. And Tony 2.0 out. Oh, it can't disappear. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to tune in on Thursday. Hit that notification bell if you didn't, and we'll see you on the next one. All right. Well, yep. Good night, Hammock Mountain. Good night, Steve. Or good night, Jeff. Good night, Steve. Good night, Darlene. Good night, Stitch. Good night, Old and Crackenated. All right. Good night, KN. All right. We will see y'all. Have a great night.